Hi guys, so today is our last day on the Norwegian Bliss and I thought that I would do a little bit of a recap video while it's still fresh on my mind to let you know what all we did and what all we recommend doing. So one of the things that was super helpful is that the TV in our stateroom showed what our itinerary was throughout the cruise. So the dining reservations that we had and the shore excursions we had booked are right here on our TV screen. As well as the main menu has like movies, entertainment, spa. You can book appointments, you can see your calendar, and then you can read all about your bars and lounges. And so on dining, you can actually make your reservations right there, and that was so convenient and was so easy to use and just kind of like state of the art. I thought. I haven't been on another cruise where you were able to do that, and you can read about each restaurant. So it's a little bit messy right now with our clothes from the pool, but one of the highlights of the trip was this bathroom in the family villa in the Haven. As you can see, there's a window over the bathtub, and also there's a window in the shower, and it was just so cool to watch the sunrise and the sunset depending on what side we were from the window. So the cruise that we have been on has been a 15-day Panama Canal cruise. It started in Los Angeles and is ending in Miami, as well as we made several stops in Mexico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and Colombia. And I have to say, this cruise, being on the last day, has completely flown by. We've had so much fun. If you ever get the opportunity to go on a Panama Canal cruise, I highly recommend it. It was so cool. But just beyond that, I have been blown away by the Norwegian Bliss. I think that out of all the cruises I've been on, this cruise has by far been my favorite. And although we were on it for like 2 weeks, I still feel like there was like things I want to do, but I do feel like we got to do most of the things. But like, I don't know if you were on it for just 7 days, how you could get everything done, because there's just seriously so much to do. And I feel very spoiled by this cruise ship. We're going on another cruise in February, and I'm like, how will it even compare to this cruise? So we stayed in the Haven, and if you're able, I totally recommend making the splurge. It has been like out of this world. It has completely impressed me. I feel like a lot of times I come off of cruises and I have kind of like a list in my mind of I wish this was better, or I wish that was better, but I don't have a single complaint whenever it comes to the Haven and the Norwegian Bliss. So definitely, if you're able to, I would recommend taking the splurge on that one. We were able to eat at all of the fine dining restaurants. My favorite was Los Lobos, which is the Mexican restaurant. And from where we are from, there's tons of Mexican restaurants, but just something about that one, I just really thought it was so good. And despite the fact that there are so many different restaurants, it was like things were a little bit redundant, but a lot less than a lot of cruises. Like, for example, they had like these breadsticks in all of the restaurants, and then they like have them in the local as an appetizer as like hot pretzels, and they're like pretzel breadsticks, and it's kind of like, okay, well, those are literally the same ones that they serve in the cafe, but okay. So we enjoyed going and making the soft serve ice cream in the buffet every day, which was so fun, and just the crew was so impeccable and was so good and so friendly, so nice. They all seemed like they loved their jobs so much, and I don't blame them, because this, like, working on this cruise ship must be really nice, because it's just such a nice ship, like all around for everybody. So that was just a quick recap about what I thought about the haven and what I think about the food and the cruise as a whole. But just to be honest, we've been on this cruise with our 3 kids, a 2-week cruise with 3 kids, and I have to say, like, every time we would get the freestyle daily, which is like the itinerary of things to do, it's like we didn't even look at it because it was like we knew we weren't able to do everything. So I don't feel like I have anything to say about like the nightlife or the live music, because we weren't able to experience any of that just with having our kids on board. And we travel a lot, mostly to Disney, and now I'm like, okay, now I know why we go to Disney. It's because it's been really hard just having the 3 kids. I mean, but like just trying to keep them quiet for the rooms next to us, and having to sit through like the long dinners. A lot of times we just went to the buffet or we ordered room service, which, you know, isn't that fun. If you're on a cruise, you want to be able to enjoy, you want to be able to like lay out by the pool, and we weren't really able to do that. They of course found a way to like escape the water park. So if you're thinking about going on a cruise with like young kids, we did it with Savannah whenever she was like 1, and that was fine. And then we did another one with Savannah and Shepard when they were like a little bit younger. Shepard wasn't walking yet, and that one was like a little bit better than it was now. Now it was just kind of like craziness. So I'm just, you know, trying to be honest about if you're thinking about traveling with 3 kids, or just young kids in general, especially this cruise. While the kids club was great and Savannah asked to go to it, you couldn't go until you're I think 3, and so like definitely I would wait until your kids are at least 3 to go on it, so that you can take advantage of the adult activities while your kid is at the kids activities. So that was kind of what Blake said. Blake was like, make sure to talk about, like, you know, being honest about how it's been with kids, because it has been tough. So if you are going on this cruise coming up, leave a comment below, or if you have any questions, make sure to ask. I would love to answer. We had so much fun, and I just really highly recommend it. I can't say enough good things about this. This was our 2nd Norwegian Cruise Line ship, and I know that in the future we'll be going on it a lot more. So if you are going on it, have so much fun, and if you're thinking about it, definitely do it.